Hey guys, it's Will. Hopefully you're having a great day today. In this one, we're going to go over the CTM stock, which is a defense-centered company that has been growing over the last year from about 20 to 30 cents a share, at one point spiking to $2.85 back in January. Then we saw them sell back down to around 63 cents before recovering and grinding themselves back to around $100 million market cap and $1 a share. So they're at $1.08 currently, and as they build their market cap here, they haven't had a lot of hype like most stocks. In fact, this is a company that's had minimum amounts of hype. And if we open up some of their news, you'll notice there's not anything flashy here. This is a company that provides large and processes large amounts of data for the US government related to cybersecurity, software development, systems engineering, information warfare, 5G technologies, artificial intelligence, all the things that essentially make US national security run, they work on. Now, when it comes to the recent developments of the company, there's three things we look at. Number one is going to be the market. The defense market is in a very unique position. In fact, if we pull up this stock over on Mercatus and get an idea of some of the government shutdown impacts, we know the government shutdown in the near term won't do much. In fact, we've seen positive returns with most government shutdowns, but there could potentially be some impacts if the government stays shut down. This is a company that has been growing as a result of defense contracts and recently signing with the US Navy. There was a $103 million contract that they signed that was with the US Navy or Naval Air Systems Command, and that's where their CEO previously worked. So one of the things that enabled them to see some growth is that they signed that contract. And the government shutdowns, though, and everything that's happened, even without the government shutdowns, we haven't really seen them secure too many new contracts. They signed a deal with a quantum computing tech company, Amplitech, which is interesting. And then we saw them sign a deal with an agentic AI for government type of contract with, what was it called? Quario. And there's been some partnerships that have come out, but we haven't seen anything related to the actual large contracts that we've seen in the past, like that $103 million contract. So it kind of brings us to the financials. We've seen the financials as they're starting to increase market cap. They are up to 100 now, $100 million. They have also seen their income rise. Their revenue has risen about 21% year over year, and their net income has increased. You can see they've shrunk that net income to just negative 322K last quarter, which is up about 82%. So annually, they're seeing increases for the most part in their revenue. And then from the balance sheet, we see their assets looking really good. They have stayed very disciplined. So the blue is their assets, and you can see they've increased their assets up to $43 million in the last quarter, with $11 million in total liabilities. So from the financial perspective, with assets at 43 million, with on track to do probably about 60 million, 50 to 60 million dollars in revenue. They're holding a pretty modest market cap of just under 100 million. And that's good because they have some contracts right now that are even greater than 100 million. So this is where we see them now. They have been rising. There is this trend that you can identify holding above this 200-day moving average here, this green line, and we see them consolidate from left to right. Now, if we take a look a little bit closer time frames here, you can see that there is some levels here between July and now where they've been moving from kind of left to right and consolidating here. So there is a level of support here. We've seen them bounce again here on Friday around a dollar a share, $1.05. And the next level for a bullish target is going to be right here, this level here of about $1.15. So that's about a 10% increase up to 116. And then The more bullish indication would be 25% increase up to about $1.31. Now we have been watching them. We know that they've made runs up even higher at one point in their recent history. They've seen a $2.83 range. We've seen some volatility in the past for sure. But right now, what looked like it was a pump and dump at the time around $2.83 was only really 100 million or $200 million in market cap change. Really not a whole lot. Institutional ownership, though, is low right now and not a lot of hype. So when we're looking at the technicals, like you could see there's not any hype articles out on this stock. Could be good, could also be bad. We'd like to see maybe some more coverage on the stock. That always helps with sentiment. But when we're looking at the recent moves, this level here is what we're looking for them to potentially validate this $1 a share. If they sink below, they're kind of breaking the trend and potentially selling below 95. We could see lower lows around what we've seen in the past, that 75 or 85 cents a share, which would be pretty conservative. I think with their current financials, seeing them around $1.15, which is a 10% increase, to $1.30, which is a 25% increase, would make a lot of sense. And even potentially seeing these runs that we've seen in the past up into those levels of around $1.50 to $1.80, which would be about a 30 to 50% potential increase on CTM. So we're going to continue to watch it. We have seen it make these moves before, so we've been covering it for almost a year now. And I do have long-term positions on the company, but it moves pretty dynamically. It's a fairly fast stock, and we'd like to cover it at market open to see if any opportunities present itself. When the market opens, a lot of the biggest moves do happen. Potential buying opportunities sometimes present themselves if there's big moves, especially on the dips. And we were trading this week our Rigetti stock. That one was crushing. We're up 285%. APLD data centers. We're in space tech as well as AI companies. In this case, we're in defense. If you ever want to learn how to invest in them and see our daily live trading sessions at Market Open, it's the second link in the description below, and you'll even get a free t-shirt sent over to you, along with lifetime access to the daily live trading sessions. And we converted from a lifetime access to a monthly subscription. A lot of you guys said you didn't like the monthly subscription, so we recently moved back to the lifetime access. I don't know how long it will be available, but it's there. And again, it's the second link in the description for the live trading. Would love to see you there at our market open session. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below on CTM. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.